Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Anisha. Hi, Liz Jim. Hi, Pineapples. Good morning. Members and mods. Good morning. Good morning, Shay. Hi, Boo Boo. How are you? Hi, Tanika. Thank you for renewing your membership. I appreciate it, babe. Guys, I hate that there was so much confusion. I know that there are some people who are still like, hey, what happened? So the Discord link is posted under members. So just go to the community board. If you're a member, you'll see member posts. If you want to be in the Discord, you have to be a member. I mean, that's always been a member perk. It really was a level 2 and up perk from the beginning, but I gave all members access to it. And I just decided, we talked about this the other day. The original level 1, OG level 1 chat gang, I eliminated it. I also eliminated the book club a few weeks ago. Book club is going to live over on Facebook. So any more details on that, questions, just see me individually. It's not major news, guys. I mean, I've had membership for 2 years now, and for 2 years we've had kind of the same situation going on. And just like everything else, you get a new comforter, you buy new underwear, you buy new jeans, you go a different route to work, you meet new friends, girl, all kinds of stuff like that. Or you have to trim the fat on some frenemies, girl. At the end of the day, everything needs to be refreshed, right? So it's a refresh. Okay, just look at it that way. And that's it, and that's all. So I appreciate you guys so much. And if you're here watching the video, that is sufficient. Nobody has to do anything. Everybody is BougieGang. There's just levels to the access. If you want additional access, additional things, then you can go hang out on Facebook with us. That's completely wide open. There's no paid access for that. Then there's also the Discord, and that is paid access through your membership. And the membership, my Discord is integrated with YouTube. So when you discontinue your membership, it will boot you out of the Discord within 24 hours, typically. Not out of the Discord completely, but just out of the the Ultra Lounge server. That's just the way I have it set up, because I don't want to have to manage it, and just to make it fair to the people who are for everyone. But there's still a lot of people kind of in the sidelines right now. I guess if you want to come back, I'm willing to give you access for up to 30 days, so you can kind of figure out what you want to do. But it's $5.99 or $6.99. So uh if it's something that you enjoy, then go ahead and come on back. Come on back, coming back, coming back. Go ahead and hit that membership link. Okay. Anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. Miss SWV, I see you. Everyone, good morning out there in the bushes. You don't have to be. If you want to come out the bushes, click that link and go ahead and come on, come on, come on, come on in the room. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So look, gosh, a lot happened this weekend, guys. I was really I was tired, and I did a lot of stuff, but I've been so busy with my YouTube and trying to just keep all my ducks in a row in terms of staying organized, posting everything I need to post, take care of me, take care of my family. I just like I couldn't even I didn't even really vlog this weekend, just to be honest. I mean, don't feel sorry for me. I just couldn't. And then I've my ears hurting for some reason. I don't know. I'm just like, girl, I just need to I don't know. Get myself together. I need a vacation. That's what I found myself saying yesterday. I was like, I need a freaking vacation. But look, once again, it's, gotta work. Okay. And that's just something that I enjoy doing. I don't like just if I'm laying around, I'm always thinking like, what else could I be doing? So I don't know. I don't want to say I have a hard time resting, but I have a hard time wasting time, if that makes sense. Right. When I'm ready to rest, I am going to rest and enjoy it. Trust me. Hey, you're spoiledness. How are you, babe? But when it's time to you know, crush a goal, I'm coming for it. So, anyway, guys, so much going on that I want to talk about. Let's talk about Liv though, real quick. I'm going to be honest. Liv has been kind of last on my list as far as watching her content. She's so hard to watch because she's so repetitive with everything and it's so annoying. But I was on Instagram and I saw her posting some fugazetry. Okay. So Olivia has decided that she needs to understand, I'm assuming, or know what the difference between a colorist, racism, and just dropping things like, I don't know how much more I can take, guys. I don't know. This is my thing. If turning on social media bothers you, and I know some people, there are some people out here who are super sensitive. There are some people out here. Can you guys hear me? There are some people out here who um just don't have the sense God gave them. But really and truly, there's just some people out here who really, girl, they just very sensitive. Girl, might even be slow. I don't know. All I know is I've never gone to my job and sit up there and act crazy on the job and expect them to not say something to me about it, okay? You just can't. Who can do that? Can you walk up into your job disheveled, unbathed, and expect that people are not going to say anything to you? You work here. You work on this YouTube and you show up, you're in a fucking back ass bedroom and you think nobody is going to ask you about why you look like you're in a cell? Why it looks like you are on freaking house arrest? Why it looks like you are at a bad beach vacation? Why it looks like, well, that room doesn't look so nice. That's a nicer version of this, but it still looks, girl, look at them attic ceilings, okay? It still looks like the attic, okay? Okay? I don't know what's going on there, girl. You were sitting up there talking about you're short on cash, money is tight, and like, girl, did you pack up the apartment? Like, are you evicted? Like, my thing is this: if you don't want people talking about you, don't talk about stuff you don't want talked about. So when you're saying you're short on cash, have you paid your rent? Rent's due, honey. Are you good over there? Like, is your stuff out on the curb? What's going on? Why are you spending so much time away from home with a new baby who should be like really getting used to the smells of his own house? Oh, thank you, Shay. Thank you, boo boo. It's weird. I mean, I don't know. Back in the day, um, I know people sometimes would have babies away from home or go have baby with family so you could be close to your mother-in-law, the people who, how your family would gather kind of around you to help take care of you while you have a baby. These days, girl, it's like suck it up buttercup. You have your baby. It's you going back to work. Some people go back to work in 2 and 3 weeks because they don't have it like that. They either don't have the coverage, they need the money, okay? Even if they act like they don't need the money, they need the money. But Olivia was on Instagram and thought it was necessary to post colorist. A colorist is an individual who discriminates based on skin tone. Olivia cannot say that she doesn't think she's prettier or that her light skin makes her pretty. There is something in Olivia, an X factor that makes her think her light skin tone and her European heritage or features makes her prettier than some. I'm sorry, that's the vibe she's giving. Do I have facts on that? No. It's just a vibe that she gives. And you know what? At the end of the day, like, so what? A lot of people have European features. She just happens to be able to trace hers back by just looking at her mother. Her mom is white. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And if she's embracing who she is, that's fine. The thing that makes you stick out like a sore thumb, I think, around white girls and black girls, period, is the fact that you don't accept yourself. I've said this a million times. It's not that Olivia's biracial. I'm sorry, guys. This world there's nobody. I don't want to say there's nobody, but there's very few people. The majority of the people on that sit on this earth, I think, have gotten mixed with something. Okay? I mean, it's just, it's facts. Now, there are some people out here whose bloodlines, if they want to say, are completely pure of whatever their race or culture is, but there's a lot that are not. And that's just due to one day people started spreading, exploring. There's history, there's slavery, there's the exploration, there were crusade, there was all kinds of things that happened on the face of this earth, and people fell in love or people took advantage, right? And or people bred people. I mean, let's just the harsh reality, right? At the end of the day, the things that she admires most are like, oh, my pretty light eyes, my this, that. Like if she wants to embrace herself, do so, but just understand your audience, read the room. And the fact that she continuously, I mean, I think it's also part of the cover up for her low self-esteem. Because she has low self-esteem, she tries to highlight some things she likes about herself. Most people don't get on a live stream and say, you know what, I've got gorgeous eyes. Okay. If her eyes were brown, nobody would care. The fact that she's got light eyes, I think for some black women, it is like nails on the chalkboard because they feel like she's embracing her Euro qualities. She might just be embracing her eyes. But at the end of the day, Olivia, keep that to you. Nobody cares as much as you care about how you look. Nobody cares. I don't even think it's the colorism aspect, even though I do feel like she is a colorist, but I don't know that she's doing it to be a colorist. I think she's very unaware of the things that she does that really just gets on people's nerves at the end of the day, on top of the fact of being a colorist. I think Olivia loves her Euro features, and that's fine. Your mother's Euro. There's nothing wrong with embracing who you are. Just don't expect everybody else to jump on the train. It doesn't mean that people don't like it. It's just that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's not ugly. You're not the most beautiful woman, and everyone doesn't need to sit and hear and feel like they want to enjoy your conversation revolving around how pretty you think you are. Nobody cares. And it doesn't mean that they're a hater, and it doesn't mean that they don't love themselves. It just means that nobody came for that. Okay? So obviously it bothers her that she is being called a colorist and does not understand why. You're being called a colorist because you are unaware that you have an audience that does not care about the things that you care about. And that it seems to them that some of the things that you celebrate the most in a negative way, it's like you celebrate them in a negative way, is to kind of trigger a certain segment of your audience to almost make them feel bad, or that their features are not as yummy as yours for whatever reason. That's just my take on it. Her thing is having light skin, a fat ass, and long hair. That is what she thinks her one up is over black women. Well, whatever. Like, most black women do have fat asses. Look, at the end of the day, it's not light skin that makes you fabulous. It's healthy skin. It's a beautiful personality, heart. Those are things that up your sexy tremendously. At the end of the day, light skin does not make you beautiful. There are plenty of very ugly light skinned people, period. Just like any other tone, there are plenty of beautiful and not beautiful aesthetically people, right? That does not make them ugly. Um, Olivia is weird. I'm sorry. Like, the things that she finds interesting, you have to understand who, like, this is one of my things. The one thing that gives me kind of grace and space to even consume this content is the fact that this woman has no education. She didn't make it through high school. She's very unaware. She's not woke. At the end, like, she finds some of the qualities in a woman that she thinks are redeeming are not. She's juvenile, guys. So look at her with the don't benchmark her against you as a woman. Benchmark her where she's at. She has less education than a 14 or 15-year-old today. Cuz keep in mind, she's 32, and the advances in technology and schooling and what kids are doing today, what kids are doing in kindergarten, they're barely even using books. They're using tablets and computers at 6 and 7. So the world and schooling, everything has changed considerably. This woman is behind the times. Okay. She is less aware, less woke, less educated than a woman her age who just made it through high school. Now take it up a notch to college and had different exposure. All of these things. This is a chick that thinks, as a social media person, it's okay to sit in a fucking nasty ass tank top with your hair not done, and that she looks cute. She looks salty and sour. She looks unbathed. She looks gross. Olivia is all kinds of wrong. Okay? You think she's in respite care? Girl. Guys, vote, 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 vote. Girl, something is wrong with her. She's got, like, girl, we are looking and laughing. You got to understand, bitch, you could never sit at my table. Never. Never sit at my table. I don't care how many subscribers you have. That doesn't make you or break me, boo-boo. She is really, you know what I mean? Like, the only reason why we're watching is for the train wreck. Remember that. We are watching for the train wreck, right? You're not watching for goals. If somebody is watching her for goals, girl, they're not going to be sitting at the table with you either. Do you understand that? This is not like, I'm not trying to be elitist, but it just is what it is. This chick is not on a lot of people's level. Okay. She likes to play like she is because she thinks she knows some things. Okay. But this chick is sitting up here, 31, 32 years old, sitting in a back bedroom for over a month. And people are like, girl, when are you going home? Don't you need to go check on your house? Where in the fuck is Louis? Where's Louis at? Louis is he over at the dog kennel for a whole entire month? Where, maybe Louie's with her sister. Who knows? But at the end of the day, hey Della, I see you. Hey Miss True. Girl, where's Louis at? Okay, so maybe he's with the sister. I don't know. But Olivia's over here on Instagram posting what it means to be colorist. A colorist is an individual who discriminates based on skin tone. Unlike a racist, a colorist doesn't factor race, but uses tone of one's skin to determine characteristics about an individual. Honestly, and I would furthermore say, and value, because the value comes into place if you can criticize someone based on their skin tone and determine certain characteristics. Some of those characteristics you might also assume are valuable or less, or more valuable and less valuable. Okay. All right. Olivia does not know who she is. I don't know that she hates black women per se. I just think that Olivia is the type of person that thinks that she's cute because she's got light skin. I think honestly that's where it comes and goes. I think that she has heard some things that she knows are offensive to black women and she will say them, but I don't know. Me personally, I don't know her like that. I don't know what she thinks, what she feels. But at the end of the day, what she needs to know is that just because you are light skinned doesn't make you cute. It doesn't make you anything. It just makes you a light skinned woman. And that's it. I mean, there are black women who have two black parents. Look at Raven Elise. Both of her parents are light skinned black people, and look how she looks. Okay. Raven could look biracial all day, every day, but she's not. She just has light skinned parents. Okay. That's it. All right. And then you've got biracial people who don't necessarily, that you're not going to automatically think that there's one white parent there. Everybody doesn't come out looking like her. And I don't know if she feels like she's got more credibility because her mom's white. Girl, nobody cares. No one cares. No one cares. Honestly. I think you care more than other people. Like, you should care. That's your mother. But don't expect us to care. And the fact that you care so much and you want us to care, you can't dictate how people care. People might care in just, I don't give a fuck. Or people might care as in, does that supposed to make you special? You know what I'm saying? Like, your mom's race doesn't make her a better or worse mother. Good mothers are just good mothers. Doesn't matter. Okay. Um, Robin looks like her, but Robin is not biracial. Robin has a mother who is biracial. Robin is more black than she is white. Those kids are not biracial. But yeah, she looks like her mother. She absolutely does. And I think having kids with cocoa color skin, she has to realize parts of her that she has embraced and other parts that she has rejected, she has to accept because she's got 3 children with very cocoa skin. And she needs to love on that. The day that you decide to really love on that, um, and by loving on that to me is not being so fucking aware of it. Like, the fact that you're so aware of it makes it a colorist problem. When you love someone unconditionally, the love surpasses the vision. Does that make sense to everybody? You don't love someone because you love someone, you just love. No strings attached. It's just love. You understand? It's not, I love you because you're my daughter. It's not, I love you because of this. It's not, I love you because of that. It's a love that just is. Hi, JJ. Good morning. It's just a love that is. That is unconditional love. Love, period. Not love based on you're just the best daughter, you're just the best son, you're this, that, and the third. It's what is, and that's it, period. That's love. That's unconditional love. Okay. When you hear people say, I love you because you're my kid's dad, that girl, that's a problem. That's a problem. There should be no extra on the end. When you love somebody and you really, the unconditional, it just is. Period. Anyway, Olivia is a colorist, girl. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. Olivia, if you're in the bushes, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. It should absolutely not matter what I think. If I'm irrelevantes to you, it should not matter. And you should not be listening because reaction videos are not for you. They are about you. Okay. And we are all curious, girl. What are you doing in this back bedroom? When are you getting back to Tampa? Girl, can you please make up that ratchet bed? The fact that let me just run a couple of things. So I did watch most of that live. She talked about being short on her pockets and she was calling her man Zaddy. That's it. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Olivia, we all know Zolo Bands is your baby father. Um, he put a S on that kid. We knew he had one child. He only claimed one child. Since you've had a child now, he's got an S on the end. Girl, we know there's probably some real stiff stipulations out here about how you're going to get these kids for the summer, and they probably don't include Zolo Bands being in the midst. And that's completely and squarely your problem. Okay. We're just going to be watching, and hopefully you're not going to completely kill your moneymaker, because from what we know, this is how you pay your bills, boo boo. She is the color. Yeah. I mean, look, look, the day that she accepts herself for the woman that she is the day that she can let all of this go. Like, you don't have to be a colorist. I think a colorist, you know, just requires some awareness. And I think the way that she was probably raised, not saying her mom raised her bad or anything, but if there was no exposure to the aunties and the uncles on the more black side of the family, she probably really just lacks some awareness. But at the end of the day, to gain awareness, you also have to be what? Humble. Okay. And humbling yourself, that means just kind of take a step down off the perch. Just take one step down to humble yourself. It doesn't mean bow down. Humble doesn't mean bow down. Humble just means soaking in that a bitch don't know everything. Okay? So humble yourself to understand that there's more to you than just the light eyes, the silky hair, and your big booty. Because look, if this is what she thinks are her best qualities, that's why you get drug up and down the street by these men that you deal with. When you have more value in yourself as a woman and what you bring to the table as a person, as a woman, as a mother, as a human being, that's when you will start to be treated like a woman by a man. If you want to get treated like 10 miles a bad road, then you can be treated like a slut up and down the street, and you're going to be mad because it's same thing, different guy all the time. Because that's what you're putting value in. If you're putting value into your looks and your breasts and your butt and how you can shake your ass, that's what other people are going to put the value in. That's what they're going to put the value in. So don't be mad when you get treated like a hoe. If you act like a hoe and you put value in your hoe qualities, that's how you're going to be treated. If you act like a woman, you act like a decent human being, you act like someone who's worthy to be around a top tier type of dude, then that will be what you will finally bring into your life. But if you keep meeting some low life, creep that treats you a certain type of way, you got to look in the mirror, because 9 times out of 10, what's coming to you is a direct reflection of you. So oftentimes you have to become aware of who you are and make a decision to turn it around. And once you turn it around, that's when all of a sudden things just change. People are like, oh my God, I did this. And the next day it just happened. Duh, because it was waiting for you the whole time. But she's a colorist, and she values her sexuality over her womanhood or her humanity. Just like Strong Mommy Chrissy said, I'm going to put my heart and my vagina on the back burner. Seriously? She said that so many times in her little Easter speech over the weekend. It was like, girl, we already know what was on the forefront, you and getting done. And that's why you keep meeting a lame. If you are a bad bitch with 9 kids, you very well might meet a man out there who is very interested in doing something with you. You never know. Look at God, right? I mean, all things can happen. But if you're out here thirst trapping for the first person who wants to come and bring a duffel bag to your house, thirst trap type dude is what you're going to get. Wait. Did I walk in to see respite as a choice? Girl, you sure did. You should. Yanni, stop. You know better. Guys, if you have not voted yet in the poll, please make sure that you do so. Now what are the choices again? Where's Liv, guys? Where's Tuna? Is Tuna in recovery? Is she in respite? Is she on house arrest? Or is she in Nowheresville on vacation? Okay. Recovery, respite, house arrest, or Nowheresville? Girl, is she in Nowheresville? We don't know. Okay. Now, guys, let me speak on this really quick. We're gonna move through these things pretty quick. Good morning to everyone. Good morning to everyone on Facebook. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Guys, if you did not pay your money, you may not have access. I like when the clients go on vacation and the caregiver does. So basically, the wait, I like when the caregivers go on vacation or the caregiver does so they go basically to the sitter. I'm done. Good morning, chat. Yanni, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Take care, boo boo. Let's see. BBG, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Everyone, Dr. Amira. Good morning, Dr. A. How are you? Girl, I hope you voted. I don't know. Do you think it's respite? Is she on house arrest? Is she in Nowheresville? What's going on? Um, guys, so if you did not pay your money, guys, you may not have seen this. Now, Keisha does have some public pictures posted. Miss Keisha Kaylee, girl, she is on a very romantical vacation with her extra tall man. Every time I see that picture, I'm like, who is that man with that little girl? Girl, she is on vacay with Boothang. Okay. They are in Antigua and Barbuda. Okay. We're going to talk more on that. But girl, look, let me tell you something. Some people are having some real problems. Like they are jonesing. They are pissed because they don't have access to the super duper private pictures, which are really nothing. I have a plug and I can tell you from what I've seen from the plug, it's really nothing. Like it's not all that. Like you're not missing anything. You're not missing like a OnlyFans type session. We have not seen any body parts. It's nothing to write home about. It's nothing amazing. It's two people on vacation who know each other. Okay. They know each other, obviously. And Keisha is consuming lots of alcohol and playing up to the camera, very silly, boobies on deck. She is definitely really trying to show off her breast augmentation. She wants you guys to know, girl, the surgery. I had the surgery, and I'm loving my body and all of the things. Okay, that's it. That's it. And it's not you're not really missing anything, but according to her, I think it was either on Friday, she did put up a post like, guys, like she was going to open it back up, but I think you were either going to like to have to cash app it or something for her to add more people cuz I guess people are feeling like they're missing out. And girl, it's like y'all just relax. Like at the end of the day, I know people are talking about it and people want to see for themselves. But honestly, this woman is cray. I don't know who is posting online everything. I'm not posting anything because this woman is crazy and I don't deal with crazy people well. And I just like to report on my little news and keep it pushing. And for that, it's like boom. Um, and that's that on that. So yeah, they're having fun. If I see anything of a newsworthy variety, if someone is cutting up out there and the plug sends it to me, because I got to rely on my plug, but the plug has been very good. And thank you, thank you, thank you in the bushes. Um, I will report it, but right now, nada. Okay. Not much other than something very basic of some people who are on vacation having eating and enjoying some downtime. I mean, what parents who get to go away for almost a week and drink and just be into yourselves, your kids are safe, would not go and have a good time? Like I don't necessarily blame them for going and having fun because what parents get to really get to do that? Typically I guess your kids are in the next room, maybe the same room, or you don't get to go somewhere like and go horseback riding in ocean and go do, go do all the things. So, I mean, they're doing things that I would expect people to do if you did not have the kids for a week and you were someplace romantic having fun. I mean, that's really but we'll talk more about it. I just haven't seen anything that's worth talking about, just to be quite honest, other than her drinking some shots. And I mean, you guys know how silly Keisha is. So, okay. Nothing on that. So anyway, guys, one of the things you guys know, and everyone was talking about it yesterday. I saw what happened the day. So let me just pivot over to this real quick. So Peach, Peach has been the real topic of conversation for a while, right? And I've been watching her. I find her very motivational. I know that some of you have been watching Peach for a long time and feel like she has changed. Now, I don't know anything about that because I have not been watching her since the beginning. I do recall Peach's name in Jazzy's chat. I don't maybe she was in Chrissy's too, because word on the street is hit a likey like. Hit comes from Peach, right? I don't know. I don't know. But I know who Peach is now. I did a reaction video on her maybe almost a year ago. She went shopping with her husband and he wanted her to go buy a bag. And she went on this big tangent about what she liked, what she didn't like, and left the store and did not buy anything. And the fact that she's into extravagance and luxury now, when she could not even go and buy a Michael Kors bag, but they are going and buying like MCM luggage, and she's going buying Gucci this and Gucci that. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't bother me. I know it bothers some people and they feel like she's a braggart, she's braggadocious, she's all kinds of things. Um, I think one of the reasons, this is my opinion, guys. I think one of the reasons why Peach's come up is not as well received is because Peach still wants to be a certain way. Peach sits up here, girl, I'm still a thug. Okay, you're a thug in your second residence. You have one residence, you got your content residence, okay? You are making a lot of money, not because she's making a lot of money, but you're making six figures. Now you went from food stamps to six figures, right? You are using words like privilege and all of these things. And to some people who feel a way, there are a lot of people who feel, look, couple things. When you are a community, if you're a community and you can relate to each other based on the struggle, then you're relating to someone based on the struggle. Someone may not have been in the struggle, but they may say, "You know what? I feel you. I hear you. Well, you've done so well to come through that." Or, "Girl, you gonna get out of it." They have empathy. They have sympathy. They're supporting you, right? If you've been in the struggle and now you have surpassed the struggle, and maybe some people feel like you're forgetting, or you are getting too big for your britches. I think that that's some of it. You know what I mean? I think that Peach went from food stamps to six figures. I think she is triggering some people who felt more comfortable. You got to understand, guys, when you elevate, everyone's not coming to elevate with you. Even if they're not elevating, you're not going to always have people, supporting you through the elevation. Some people are going to fall away because they don't relate anymore. They're in the struggle and they want the people that they deal with to be in the struggle too, whether it's the struggle for somebody not cheating on you, whether it's the fat struggle, whether it's the broke struggle, whether it's the I hate my job struggle. If you hate your job and your best friend hates her job, and the next day she gets a wonderful job and can't stop talking about how much she loves her job, that might bother you if you have a little haterism in you. Okay. If you are of the motivation, you might be like, you know what? Let me get the fuck up out of here too. What am I sitting up here for? Boo Boo went and got a new job. I need to go get one. So that might motivate you. Or if you're of a hater, you might be like, well, you don't have to rub it in. I know you like your job, but it's like, whatever, I'm still stuck here because so and so's got to get on the bus, and I don't have, gas is expensive. I can't do this or I can't do that. Blah, 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 blah. Rather than trying to fix the problem and be happy, some people are very comfortable in the bullshit. Okay. So Peach has gone from food stamps to six figures. And there are a lot of people who feel a way about how she articulates the come up. Okay. Now, Peach is not for everybody. She really is not. Um, I don't know what Peach was like. I know what she's like now. And when I'm listening, I really listen. I like hearing the repetitive because it gives me energy, guys. Even though I get on here every day and you don't think I need energy or motivation, when I hear people talking about their successes and posting and making sure you're doing like that, does kind of resonate with me as someone who posts content on this platform and others, right? So I like hearing her story. So I'm saying all this to say, what was it, yesterday or the night before? I listened to it yesterday morning. So it must have been Saturday. Girl, she was live and she was doing a quick live. And someone asked her, how does she feel about her stepkids? And she was like, I ain't got no fucking stepkids. She went in. And basically, she said that she doesn't have stepkids because, like, she just married her husband a year ago, which I did not know. So she just married her husband a year ago, her baby father, and he had two kids before they had kids. She had her first kid at 18. He had his at 20. She said, well, their first kid. He had his first kid, I want to say 14 and 16. So he's got a 20-year-old and he's got a maybe 18-year-old, and maybe they have a 16-year-old possibly, if I'm doing the math right. Um and there's never been a situation where she's felt, I guess, like a stepmother, at least to the daughter. She says she's never had a relationship. And I guess just because they're married doesn't make her a stepmother. The girl's 20 and she's never had a relationship with her. She says the son she did, but the mother kind of felt away at a certain point and kind of broke that. I could understand if you are a type of person who likes to take in kids and you have a situation with your man and you're accepting his kid, and the lady says she doesn't want you around her kid. I could accept that you just turn it all off. I could. Does that make her a bad person? She's got six other kids of her own to raise. Like, at the end of the day, like she said, and everyone's situation is different. If you guys are happy blended family, go. But listen to, I mean, if she was with this man for all these years and he had kids while they were together, not together, there could be obviously still some feelings about everything that has gone on, and maybe they're just not past it yet. I don't know. I don't really, I didn't know all of that about her story, and it's interesting, but it is good to drop your tea, drop your story before you start interviewing like Boo Boo and Pookie, to be able to drop all your tea and tell all your business. You know what I'm saying? So you may as well. And she basically dropped her tea in a video, and I was like, oh, okay, girl. She said, people will try to shame you and embarrass you and all of those things, but at the end of the day, she was there to talk money, and then she got back on track. But the thing also that Peach has been doing, Peach is getting mad. I mean, Peach is getting salty. Okay, she is very, very salty, and she is cussing people out. That's the entertaining part. I think that Peach, this is back to a conversation I had with a friend. It's time for, I don't want to say it's time for the rebrand because I know that gets very corny, but it is time when you start to elevate to a certain point, it's time to de-ratchet yourself a little bit. You can even still be ratchet, but if, like, her best friend who was live with her, if her best friend was really doing her job, her best friend to me wouldn't have been in the shits of the conversation. Her friend would have been like, it's time to move on. Let's keep going. Let's wrap it up. You had 3 more things you want to talk about. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a freestyle conversation with your audience, but if it's going sour and you find yourself cussing people out, that's not going to be part of the brand that is going to sustain you. At the end of the day, if she is turning herself into a resource, into someone who provides motivation, when people want to come for you, all they're going to do is pull up the clips of you being less than professional when you are trying to elevate to millionaire status. At 6 figures, 6 figures is very attainable. A lot of people just clock in at their regular job and make 6 figures, period. I know a lot don't, but a lot do. Okay. A lot do. A lot of us do. Trust me. Okay. Um, but when you are separating yourself with the M's in the bank account, that's a whole nother stratosphere. That's a whole nother level of exposure. And I think it's the clash of the ratchet versus successful versus not really aligning with the success that you're achieving. Even if it doesn't mean that she has to show up in a suit, it doesn't mean that she has to change the flavor. But if you're going to be doing these live streams like this, you have to have someone that you trust and knows is going to not allow you to jump feet first into the bullshit on a regular, cuss people out. And even though that is you, that's like you're a thug, this and the other, be like, you know, she knows this, but she is dealing with something. I think Peach is one of these people who is probably very well liked in her community, and she's not used to and doesn't understand when people don't like her or when people doubt her, or that she knows she's an honest person, but for whatever reason people think that she's a liar. Like, at the end of the day, you cannot change the thoughts and opinions of other people. It's the walk and the talk that have to match up. So if you're doing success talking, you need to show success living and not feel like obligated to put on the show for everybody. If you guys are living success and privilege, show it. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have a ratchet moment, but when people can step you off your pedestal to come cuss them the fuck out on a live stream, it's not a good look for someone who wants to make $2 million a month or $2 million on their YouTube channel. It's just not a good look. And that's not being fake and phony. That's called growing up. It's elevating. It's actually legit branding. Do you want your brand to be buffoon clown chick who knows how to make money on YouTube? Because the next buffoon clown chick is going to come right behind you and do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I told you guys on Saturday night, yeah, I've been listening to Peach Girl. I took her advice on what to do, because I've been posting reels. You guys know this if you follow me, but I decided a couple of weeks ago after listening to her talk, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna post every day and see what happens. I got my invitation on Friday to the bonus club. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna give her some credit on that. I just kind of was willy-nilly doing it, but I started consistently doing it, and then I got invited to the bonus. It was just that easy. So I'm not saying, like, to me, I don't have anything negative to say. What I do have negative or some feedback is that the walk and the talk need to start matching up. At the end of the day, if people are going to fall off, you're not going to keep people on your team being the old you. If the old you does not exist anymore, thank you, Jessie V. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome, boo boo. You cannot expect, like, if you're changing on the inside and you are letting people see, not even that you're changing, people, like, we evolve. We're not the same person yesterday that we were today, because sometimes we get exposed to different things that change our hearts, okay, that change our lives, all kinds of things, right? And if she's changing or evolving, or you're not into it anymore, then it just might be over for you in that channel. It's just a channel, guys. Peach doesn't live next door to you. She's not coming over for dinner. She's doing her content. Let her be. If she got a whole ratchet family romance, whatever, yeah, we talk about it. But at the end of the day, you can't really dictate how, just like we can't tell Olivia to not be colorist. Olivia has a lot of work to do to realize that she believes in the color of her skin more than she believes in herself. Girl, Olivia, go read Martin Luther King's speech about the content of your, the quality and the content of your character versus the color of your skin. That's what it's all about, honey. Believe in yourself. Not the exterior, it's the interior, right? Peach is evolving into a very successful woman, and she sees that she is powerful. But where she is not powerful, where she is weak, is that she still gives a fuck what people think. And to surpass all of this BS, the people who got the M's in the bank accounts and the B's in the bank accounts, yeah, they don't care. And even if they do, they focus, laser focus on the goal, pressing towards the mark. If you want to get Bible, pressing towards the mark, neither looking left or right. Okay. Forward, pressing towards the mark. Okay. Focused on getting done what you need to get done. You have to not give a shit about what people say. When I used to get roasted, and I still might, I don't even know, because I don't care. Don't bring that shit to me. I don't care. Even if you drop it in my inbox, I'm not going to think anything. I'm not going to be like, oh, she's such a busybody. Girl, I'm not. That's just a test. It's a test for the testimony. You know why? Because if I'm going to tell you reaction videos are not for you, they are about you, then I got to practice what I preach. I'm not fucking watching no reaction videos about me. You know why? Because nobody can tell me about me. And I know that when I go watch that bullshit, it takes me off my Dougie. Okay, I was about to say my square. Takes me off my Dougie. Okay? Then I'm down. And then I'm not happy because I'm not doing what makes me happy. Peach needs to stop watching the bullshit. At the end of the day, life hasn't been perfect. She's lived it. Girl, keep telling your story, because people are turning up. They're showing up. They're taking your advice. People are getting monetized on Facebook. I'm not completely monetized on Facebook. I'm in the bonus program, but I will give Peach the credit because I was just willy-nilly posting. But when she said post every day, you'll get in, I posted every day and I got in. So, girl, now girl, if you're following me on Facebook, girl, you see I'm dropping my reels. I'm trying to do 5 a day on all of my presence on Facebook. And it's not easy. But to elevate, it's not going to be easy. If you're okay with your job, don't be mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because I like to do what I like to do, you don't have to do what I have to do, okay? But you got to understand, this is a woman who, like, she is laser focused. And that could be part of the problem of when the divorce video and all of the things. This woman is a beast on this YouTube. She really is. And when she says who's going to outwork me, I really believe that she believes that. Like, she is probably like in her dreams, like, oh my God, I gotta go post. I gotta post. It's like, if you guys are from the Northeast, well, everybody knows Dunkin' Donuts, but once upon a time, they're the Dunkin' Donuts man. And he would get up, he's make the donuts, go to sleep, right before sleep, make the donuts. He's in the bed, sleeping, thinking about the donuts. He would wake up and say, it's time to make the donuts. And that was a very kind of like popular ad campaign. When I was a kid, it was like, you see him, it's like, time to make the donuts, time to make the donuts, because Dunkin' Donuts wanted you to know that they always had fresh donuts, which when they used to actually bake them in the store. Anyway, that's how I see. That was the first thing that popped to my mind about Peach. Like, time to make the donut. Like, get up, get up, get up, get up. And I've told you guys before, I could be dog tired when I think of not showing up for you guys, not showing up on my channel, not showing up where I have worked hard to build a community, to get my numbers, to do what I do, run my race, be in my lane. I'm not worried about what other people get. I am a reaction and review channel, so I do discuss other channels, but it's not from a perspective of competition. I only compete with me. I am a very competitive person, but I compete with me, of the me yesterday and the me tomorrow. I want to be a better me tomorrow than I am today and that I was yesterday. That's my only competition. When I see other people winning, it's motivation only, and sometimes lessons of what not to do, because God gave us discernment, which is the ability to judge situations. All of you people who say, no, you're not supposed to judge, girl, absolutely you are. You know when to make like, we make decisions, and decisions are based on what? Judgment. Okay. Do you want to look down on other people? That's a whole nother conversation. But at the end of the day, discernment is a fancier way of saying judgment, decisions, um, plotting, planning, whatever. Anyway, guys, bottom line is this: Peach dropped her tea. Someone came trolling, trying to get her to riled up, talking about the kids and what she knows, what she doesn't know. Peach, I guess, knows all too well who she's with and who she married. At the end of the day, the man is there. They are married. They are together. They're doing what they do, and she is bothered, and that's the story right now. She's bothered. She's very bothered. I would just think she would just try to get herself back on track. I'm just watching. I'm not bought and sold on anything. I think I like Peach's motivational messages. I like the information that she drops, and I'm watching, and I definitely will be talking about it as stuff comes up. But at the end of the day, I don't necessarily find a problem with her. She is for sure, one of our ratchet moms. She says she likes to be that way. That's how she is. But I would say if she wants to not have the conflict with her elevation, she's going to have to start to class it up a little bit. It doesn't mean forget. It doesn't mean not be authentic. It just means that maybe everything is not for the camera, and that where you used to be able to do anything and everything on the camera, you might not. You might not need to anymore, but that's up to her. She's going to have to decide, is this going to be a short time thing? Is this going to be a long time thing? If this is going to be a short time thing, money grab, you come to get your money, make an impression, handle your business, then make it and go. But if you don't want to be treated a certain type of way, then you have to make yourself bulletproof. Okay. And right now it's like duck duck goose. Okay. It's people are taking shots, and some are hitting and some are missing at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So it's really going to be up to her. For someone who talks about harder, not smarter, all of those things, to me, I would really come up with a plan. I would have my assistant keep me focused. I would have my assistant doing damn jumping jacks on the other side of the computer to get me to shut up and not when I have gone off track. Because at the end of the day, that's your money, sis. And to get people to further invest in you, whether you are self-funded or not, is not, it's not going to come with you acting crazy. And honestly, yesterday I almost felt like, I'm like, God, is she getting ready to have a nervous breakdown or something? Like, is something really up? Because this woman is working a lot. And I don't know if she's getting the sleep. She got a whole different spot to do her work. And she got a nanny over there with the kids and all that stuff. I'm just, she got to get rest is important, because for lack of rest can fuck up your brain. Okay. Taylor, good morning, boo boo. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Guys, yeah, I like Peach. Now, I'm not above talking about any channel that I watch, so that's not a problem. Her living her life and her husband having kids, that's, like, what am I supposed to say about that? If that's who she decided to marry, that's her business. Like I told you earlier, and what I said about Chrissy, I stand on what I said. Like if he was a fuck boy, maybe he's not a fuck boy anymore. She said he's been a wonderful father. He didn't start out as the best father. People evolve. You know what I'm saying? Like, the person I was in my 20s is not the person that I am today at 51 years old. I'm just not. I've grown up. I've evolved. I'm in this season, right? I'm not going to say I've changed. I've unlocked the keys. I've put some things away, and I've opened the doors to other things. There is no changing. It's the constant evolution. It's the opening up the doors. It's the taking out the toolbox. It's putting some things you need. some things you don't need, some things you put away for another day, all of those things. Sometimes you learn a lesson at 10 that you don't use till 40, okay? We don't use everything right away. So we're seeing part of the evolution. We're seeing another season. And it's almost like when spring comes to summer and tornadoes and well, not hurricanes, but tornadoes and bad rainstorms and all of those things, because it's the clashing of really winter ending and summer coming. And you see some of the most violent storms, the monsoons and all of those things that happen all over the world. It's the evolution, and some people don't like seeing this change and want to bring her back down a peg or two. It's just going to be up to her how she decides to handle it. But if you've got a whole assistant there, your assistant, I don't care if that's boo boo, baby, best friend, BFF, whatever, homegirl needs to be on her job and keep sis focused on what she's supposed to be accomplishing at that time, or else sis is not doing her job. I didn't bring you here and hire you and pay you for you to let me get deep into the shits, and now for you to be in the shits and everybody to know your Facebook and Instagram and all the things, and think and for people to start getting to you so you can start talking about me. And then just the conversation, I don't know if you saw last night when she was live, they were talking about, she said that her friend called her a savant. Are you talking about an idiot savant? Like Rain Man? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's, guys, we're gonna be talking about frenemies on Real Talk Bougie later. Yeah. Best friend, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about best friend. Okay. Best friend is sus to me. But maybe we'll talk about that over there because there's some frenemy stuff I want to talk about. But anyway, the bottom line is this. It's interesting. We're watching, everyone's talking, she's a mommy. But yeah, I don't, to me, um, when you talk success, money, motivation, I'm sorry guys, who's gonna motivate somebody talking like non-motivationally about it? If motivation and money making is not your thing, then that message isn't for you. Fran, you hit it on the head. She needs to focus. Sometimes she gets sidetracked, but that's Peach. Well, that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, but she's elevating. So you got to lift up your game. At the end of the day, she stays focused for them 2 and 3 hours doing those classes. Okay. She can focus. All right. You have to make a decision. It's all, this is, look, this life that was given to us is a series of decisions. Okay. Till you get to your final place, right? Your final breath. Your whole entire life is decisions. Am I going to go pee? Am I not going to pee? Am I going to bed? What am I wearing? Where am I going? Am I going to behave today in school? Am I going to learn? Am I going to read? Am I going to take this test? Am I going to go to the principal's office? Am I going to, like, all this whole life that we live is a series of decisions. Period. All day. All day. Even not making a decision is a decision. Everything we do requires effort. Some are effortless and some are a fucking workout. So she can make up her mind to do what she needs to do to not get the heat. At the end of the day, people found the chink in your armor. People found how to get at you. And they found how to get at you on these incessant live streams that you're doing that are not focused. And when you're getting out of focus and you're cussing someone out and you're saying fuck you and all of the things, when you are looking to make M's in your bank account and you are sitting up here cussing everybody out, it's not going to be a good look for YouTube to continue to fast track you. You know what I mean? If YouTube, if you hit the algorithm super highway and you are just growing, there are people out here who say sometimes that they are what they call shadow banned, right? What gets you shadow banned? Being controversial. If you choose the long route, if you choose to go the back country road rather than the super highway, girl, enjoy the view. Enjoy the view and all the lessons that come with it. If you have a fast pass access, why take the long, uncomfortable, stop and get multiple tanks of expensive ass gas? If you see that you are fast tracking, fast track. If you see that you are moving, don't let anyone park you over to the side. That's anybody and everybody. Like I said, when I realized that certain things that I would engage in on the YouTube streets was not going to serve me well, it's not to say that I won't show up here a week from now cussing someone slap out, because they might need it. And maybe I need it to get it off my chest. But that's not what you're going to tune in and get on a regular. I've made I've it's about making decisions and making provisions and trying to get, like, make sure that you have your wits about you and you know what you're doing. Just being out here with no plan when you go on live stream is a recipe for disaster. Now, she might know what she's going to talk about, but if she's just trying to wing it, sometimes it's good to have a piece of paper with your list of things that you're getting ready to talk about. And when you have talked about them, get your questions and go, because you stay online too long after that, it's a drama, it's a problem. Okay. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead, let y'all go, because I think I'm where I needed to be. I hope that y'all have a good morning. I hope that you had a safe ride into work. I'm getting ready to go handle my business and go collect my bags and do what I got to do for this day, right? Because, girl, I can't, this is a work day. It's Monday. But guys, thank God school's almost over. Oh my God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're coming in on the replay, don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure that I know that you were here, and comment down below. Make sure that you are subscribed to Real Talk Bougie, and that's it, and that's all. Make sure you're subscribed to Real Talk Bougie. We are doing a giveaway over there, and it's coming very, very, very soon. And thank you everyone who subscribed, got me over 1,000, and I so appreciate it. One of my first, so now I can go live on my phone. Guys, any of you out there who think you cannot go live when you are not at 1,000 subscribers, you can go live on your computer. So any of you guys, even if you're not a content creator, people are like, oh, I can't go live because I don't have a computer. Well, because I can't go live on my phone because I'm not at 1,000. They can go live on their PC. Okay, they can go live on their PC. So I've been going live, and it's not just because I have 2 other channels. It's because you can go live on your PC. But now that I have over 1,000, I can go live on my phone. Because I didn't want to do like the bootleg jailbreak type live. That's not me. I want to earn. If it's a gateway that you have to earn, I love earning a reward. Okay. And when you hit the 1,000, I wanted to get it the right way. I didn't need to do anything that I did not earn. So now that I've earned it, y'all getting ready to be sick of me. Do you understand? Y'all getting ready to be sick of me. Okay. But don't be sick of me. I love you guys. Guys, I hope that you have a wonderful day. Be easy. I will see you guys a little bit later on, and take care, and I think that's it. So if you guys have any questions or comments or anything about what we talked about, let me know, because I mean, I could be totally off. You guys may have different information that like, you may think some other things, but I mean, I think I like Peach. I do. I find her very interesting, and I know she's had a lot going on in her life. Okay, and still does. And that's what lets you know that you're still alive. Okay. All right. Thank you, Dr. A. You're so sweet. Guys, by the way, I'm going to just go ahead and plug it. I didn't know you could, like, yes, you can. Absolutely. Guys, 2 things. I have 2 classes coming up, one on branding, and you guys know I do private coaching sessions. That's it. I do private coaching. I do have 2 Facebook Lives that are paid events that are going to be coming up in June, one on the 18th, one on the 25th. So one is on branding and one is how to live stream bougie. Okay. So if you want some StreamYard basics, if you want to kind of know how to plot, plan, produce a well thought out live stream, and not that I do it perfect every day. I'm not coming from a place of perfect. I'm coming from a place of I've produced over almost 1,000. Maybe I have done over 1,000 videos. I have 950 something public videos here, but I certainly have maybe over 200. So I've produced over 1,000 videos here. I've produced, I don't know how many on my vlog channel, but at the end of the day, if you want to know how to produce a live stream, then it might be the class for you. So if you want to kind of get into not just the fundamentals on how to, everybody's doing that on YouTube, and that's fine. That's not what I'm going to be doing because I feel like that's already being done. But if you need the strategy on how to create content that people want to come watch, okay, come watch. Get more than 24 views. If you know how to do YouTube, good. You should. If you're doing YouTube, it's very easy. Okay. 10-year-olds post. But if you want to know how to put together something that people are going to come watch and to grow and that will help you grow your channel, that's what I'm going to be talking about. And also branding, creating a cohesive brand. If you look at your channel and it looks like who did it and what, it might be time to start cleaning things up. It might be time to start to try to formulate what you like about how your social media presence comes together and try to formulate something that looks cohesive. So the minute that someone lays an eyeball on one of your thumbnails, they already know it's you. And just think about that. If you are down the YouTube streets and you happen to catch something out the corner of your eye and you already know it's a Yanni Bonnie video, it's Francoise Vlogs, it's Love Lies and Lacefronts. That's not an accident. That's called branding. Okay. And branding comes through a very consistent and cohesive message. Whatever the message is that you're trying to put out, whatever the image that you're trying to put out, that's how your branding comes into place. So if you want to talk branding, if you're ready to take your business to the next level, whether it's your business that you use social media for or your social media business and presence, come holla at your girl. I've got 2 paid Facebook Live events coming up very soon, and you can go and see the offerings over on Love Lies Lacefronts. Leave off the and because I thought that was just way too long. Love Lies Lacefronts, and it's linked in my about page. So go check it out, and you can see what's offering and come through. Yes, it'll be on Facebook Live. Yeah, it's a paid event. So you'll have access based on registering. So it's almost like you're basically buying like an online ticket. So the day that it's an info seminar. So it's a class. It's a registered class on Facebook. So go check it out. If you need, I think I dropped a link to it on my community post, but I will drop a link to it again. So anyone that's interested, the branding class has 40 seats and that's it. Because it's going to be more interactive, but beyond that, individual kind of branding conversations. I mean, I will do some additional brand type concept. Maybe, I don't want to say once a month. They'll come up as needed, like maybe quarterly, something like that. It's just really incumbent on you to start to do the work. There is no magic miracle class. There's no magic miracle video. At the end of the day, everybody needs support. And it just depends on whether you want to pay for it or you want to search for it. And both are good. Okay. If you want to search and look into all the videos on how to brand yourself, perfect. If you want to pay and get the advice of people and you're investing in your development, do that. I think that some people don't necessarily see the value in coaching and classes, and that means it's not for you, and that's okay. People who want to do that, come on. Okay. And then I think if you're part of this community, I feel like I drop information all the time anyway. And you can always ask me a question. I do not mind. Okay. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful day. Take care, and I will see you guys later.